We were live.
Oh, is it?
We're
Gamersledge, getting news and reviews of Nick's interrupting my intro, and here's your hey everybody. Drink of Aquafina because my tooth holes hurt. Thanks for joining us, because I'm not in charge, but I'm doing the intro today. I'm taking over. So sit back and enjoy. And to my left, Nick, what have you been up to? What do you play? What are you doing? Say hi, because I forgot that part. Okay.
Wow. I'm gonna try and keep this brief. So, Destiny, New House of Wolves.
Did you get coins? You get all your coins?
What? I've got too many of those. I've already got like 100. I don't need any more. Treasure. There's already a whole bunch of new currencies. So don't even. Just stuff.
Did you get your trophy? Your last one?
No, but now I'm the level I can.
Hey!
So, and there's a guy online who's like, hey, if you need help, call me. I already have it. I'm like, I hate you. Yes, I need help.
Nice.
So,
well, hopefully that works out. Anything else?
I'm all done. I've been playing House of Wolves. It's been fun. I'm already level 33 out of 34. Yeah, it doesn't take exotic. I was going to upgrade.
Now, I read something. The armor doesn't upgrade in this. Is that something about the armor doesn't need something?
That's
the armor from Prison of Elders and Trials of Osiris is already light level 42, so you don't have to upgrade. Yeah, it's good, but it's they messed the whole thing. Never mind. It's a totally different topic.
It's a visitor.
hooray!
So, it was an anniversary, so.
That's nice.
Yeah, she top.
Or because you could think of it this way, that might be like a horrible gift to give you. She's like, I see how you don't have time to play all the games you want.
Way. You get monthly.
You could,
Because you play Destiny on it?
Yeah.
No, the Vita's also the you know.
I have a memory card for you.
Yay!
So
eBay or Amazon.
like 1 gig on it. Yeah, Amazon for sure. Yeah, there's a lot about House of Wolves I could talk about that's not good, and good, but not good. I Platinum Darksiders. I have that recorded. I need to Platinum Sonic Generations, and then I need to Platinum Destiny, and I will be ready to start the list. Progress being made.
Alright.
Final Fantasy Record Keeper. I got
I don't know what that
how I
means.
don't know.
From the free polls?
No, not from Free Polls.
Oh, okay.
From 5-star Mythril, but I only do one at a time. And it's like, oh, by the way, you got Genji Helm. I'm like, good. And then I pulled it like 3 or 4 times later. All of a sudden, hey, look, you get a second Zentetsu Ken. So
Wow, can you combine them, or are they already?
yeah, a 6-star Zentetsu Ken. It's gonna be mean. DOT's dead. I don't even know why people are still playing it. It's done. Sonic Generations, I started a few of the red coins, but basically in the trophies. So I have about 10 left-ish.
So-
They're all the collector stuff.
Is there any games you haven't played?
No.
Played a lot, man. Holy
Well,
crap.
it's been 2 weeks, so give me. I downloaded all the PlayStation Plus games. Haven't had time to start them yet. And there are shows, but I was told not to put show stuff on there, so I won't talk about it. But shows.
I think we can talk about it here, but we can't talk about the thing. Right.
Thing.
Well, when we actually
You could
talk
say-
about
I've watched stuff. No. Flash Bones. Almost done with Daredevil.
What is going on?
he's unzipping his pants.
Oh.
Sorry.
No, I'm for the Vita too.
Family show.
Yeah.
Yeah, Flash Castle. Bones.
Just keep going.
Okay.
That's really it.
Okay. And Matt, before you fall off the internet, go. First, say hi.
Hi. I've been doing this a while. Hopefully you recognize me, and if not, oh well. Welcome, all 0 of you who are watching. So today I'm wearing my Idyllic Descent shirt that I got from our friend of the show, Rob, who is one of the fronts for the guitar player for the band. And if you supported his Kickstarter to make to get an EP, you got a shirt. So yay, I have a shirt. And hopefully one of these days, he promised me an interview one of these days. So hopefully we'll get it. All right. So what else have I been up to? Besides trying to get myself all set back up now that the internet is back. Okay. What did I do? I don't know. I don't remember. I can't remember what I did. Final Fantasy Record Keeper. I think I'm the only one on the show. I don't know. Nick didn't say anything, so I don't know if he's still playing or not. Or he said it while I was gone.
Yeah.
So I've been playing that. I don't get stuff. So. And I think a new dungeon just launched tonight, so I haven't even started that. Yeah, my team's in a really weird place right now. Like, most of the stuff I'm like wiping through without any problem, but the minute I come to something that's tough, it's like I can't do it tough. So it's weird right now. The Witcher 3 dropped Monday evening, actually. 6 p.m. became playable if you had the download version, and GameStop was able to pre-release the game as well. Not too far into it. So far, it is the best flower picking simulator I have ever played. It's very pretty. You can't go 5 steps without running into a whole bunch of bushes that have something to collect on them, and I can't not stop to collect them. So you get on the horse, then you see the plants, you get off the horse, you go pick them, you get back up on the horse, 3 steps, you get off the horse, go pick up something. So yeah, I don't even have the ability to do anything with the flowers and berries and stuff I'm picking yet. I just, it's one of those typical, you're this legendary, great, amazing person in this world that has this amazing history, and you have this incredibly complicated backstory. This is my first Witcher game, so I'm not familiar with the world. And yet you're a level 1 can't do anything person.
Does it update you? What happened in the first 2, like Mass Effect?
It does. It has been kind of giving. There's a lot of. It looks like there's going to be a lot of stuff to read if you want to read the backstory.
Cool.
But they are still introducing quite a bit in the game itself, so I don't feel completely out of it. And one of the starting options is you can simulate Witcher 2 data import, which according to Mark, because I haven't gotten to that point yet. According to Mark, somewhere around hour 3, you start getting asked the question, how do you respond to the stuff you did in Witcher 2, which will then impact how the game plays out, similar to the Mass Effect series. I did buy the Mass Effect trilogy on the flash sale over the weekend. I've never played 1 and 2, so not that I have time to sit down and play their multi-dozen hours RPG series. I have it now, so. What else did I pick up? I picked up something else on that. Yeah, Terraria for the PS4, because we were all going to get together, and then I didn't have time to do it. So.
Awesome.
While waiting for things and having just a few seconds to do things, I have been wasting some time on Race the Sun. That is a horrible, 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 horrible game.
What are you playing it on?
PS4.
Controls differently between the PS2, the Vita, and the PS4?
Because that's how I feel about it.
Just from my play of it, it feels like the PlayStation 4's controls are too loose. I was sliding too much.
It is kind of slidey. I will give you that. It is kind of slidey. I just assumed it was the game.
Your Vita, right?
It's full, so I have to delete a ton of stuff to download anything. So
smallish download, so you might not have to delete too much. In the PS4 version, like I tried playing it, and I'm just like I couldn't do a damn thing in it.
I will try.
Slippery.
I try and see if I can notice a difference. It could be the difference, with the analog versus digital stick. That be interesting if that.
Yep.
Okay, you were using the D-pad, so I was on the controller on the PS4, so not sure if that makes a difference or not. All I know is getting 20 barrel rolls in one game without dying, not an easy thing to do.
No, that's me pull the rest of my hair out. And there's back here. I got it's yeah.
Family show. Family friendly show.
Painful. Very painful.
But as far as
painful to pull out.
Painful to pull out.
That's what I'm hearing.
Oh, brother. Other than Sleep and it, end of the school year is a very busy time if you're a parent of school-age children. So, also my computer's been getting stolen regularly to do emergency studying and fix the homework laptop. So, yeah, I have a laptop to do the show with.
Wow.
That's been the other game I've been playing is running around everywhere with kids and getting them to things. End of year fun. I just moments before we started the podcast finished the season finale of The Flash.
That is a season finale.
Oh, yep, finished the season finale of The Flash. We don't get to talk about video stuff here anymore, but since the person who made that rule isn't here, without saying spoilers, it's not where I thought going completely. But I can't complain. Next week to Video Veg on Monday, and I'm sure whoever's on will be talking about it. There was no Veg this week. Sorry, folks. Time, commitments, people, travel. People have
Life.
On Arrow. I know that one's already done with for the season, but I think I've got 3 episodes left on that one, so get through those before the Hulu drops them. And other than that, the guilty pleasure show that I love and hate finished up the season of Big Bang. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Still have a huge stack of comics to read, so
I started reading Green Lantern.
Green Lantern.
Origins. And I have one more. What was it? Hold on, I'll get them, but I got like the stack of them, so you get like 10 in one. No, I won't do that. I'm saving that until I actually have Green Lantern knowledge. Then I'm going to be all geeky about it. I'll be right back.
Agents going on in the DC world and Secret Wars going on the Marvel side, so
Oh
everything's all messed up. And
I'm loving Secret.
This is the one that I'm currently the first one I ran through. I read through Rebirth first. I was surprisingly good. I didn't catch everything that they were saying, because I'm like, why is he fighting back, or something, I don't know. There was some stuff that didn't make sense, but I read up on Wiki, I know, most trustful source. I read up on Wiki just to catch a generic
stuff,
background. It's like, oh, now I know who this person is. Now I know that Hal Jordan isn't the only Green Lantern.
Yeah, there's a whole army of them
now.
At least. Okay, so I think that's it for me. So who are we on to? Must be Dave.
Tore apart the kitchen and put up cabinets, and a lot of cleanup has been going on around that stuff.
Show off your things, man.
Slowly working on stuff in the basement. Look, I rearranged some shelving, and you could see we got our AT-ATs on there. There's going to be a third one, so it's going to be 3 AT-ATs. You can see a little Avengers shelf, which has the Avengers Quinjet and the old Quinjet, the Shield one. Then we have, if you can see over in the corner there's a better shelf where I have the Lego versions of the TIE Interceptor, Darth Vader's TIE Defender, and then right under that there's some mini ones from Polybags, and the advanced prototype, the Inquisitor flies from Star Wars Rebels. So we're working on that. The box of the next big one to build is the really large TIE, which will go with that X-Wing stuff. I have a little shelf.
Whoa, the other side.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's sitting there right now. But my favorite Lego sets of all time was they did a really big space shuttle set that you can see there. So that was like something I always wanted when I was a kid, was an official, like, really nice Lego space shuttle set. And that's the nicest one they ever did. They do random ones every once in a while that are set up again. And trying to think if there's anything else as far as that goes. No, game-wise, I got all the trophies in the original Jetpack Joyride for Vita in the game, because there was some more stuff in it. I am 1 trophy away from having all trophies for that. I don't know how this happened, but
You almost platinum a game.
There's no platinum in it.
Could have at least like platinumed one game and be halfway on another one.
See, that's awesome about it. It's a completely worthless 100% because there's no prestige in this at all. It's just like, oh, I got all the trophies from Jetpack Joyride Deluxe. Bam. It's just like, the game nobody cares about. It's awesome.
Pick up either of the Telltale games, either The Walking Dead or Wolf Among Us for the flash sale last weekend? Like I told you to.
I didn't get the Wolf Among Us. I did have the Walking Dead ones that I do have to play through.
Okay. You realize platinum for just playing the game, right?
I think it's keeping me away from it. Of accidentally getting a platinum trophy one day. So.
Wow.
Don't worry, we won't suddenly believe you're competent at games or something if you accidentally get one. I promise. We won't swell our heads with your awesomeness.
Yeah.
That didn't sound right.
I'm just let that one slide. And pretty much caught up on my TV. Flash finale was awesome. That's the way you do a superhero show. It's right up there with Daredevil. Love Daredevil. So. That's how much I enjoy.
Different products, though.
They are very different products, but I'm saying overall, like my personal enjoyment. But that's how I'd rank them. And yeah, I think we're good.
Awesome. All right, my turn because I'm the host guy. I made babies. Check out my babies. Those are my babies. That's why I missed last week's show, because I was on super drugs. Get up and get it.
Which you should have made the effort to try and get on.
It would have just been me going, lacking. I would have interrupted everybody, and the show would have been 3 hours long. Well, I'm sorry. I couldn't get out of the couch until I think the next morning. And I don't even know what I was doing. I don't even know what I was thinking. Or else. Was I even... Fell asleep at Target. I remember that.
Cart, which was really awkward to begin with.
Eat from McDonald's and took it with me.
It took forever for the damn thing.
So I played a bunch of the freebies that we've been getting on the Vita. That's been adding up. So I played a bunch of those, and I wanted to talk about them, and now I forgot about them. And I deleted a bunch and other ones were, okay, cool. Let's see. I bought The Witcher 3. I did it digitally. And, yeah, everybody was posting how they got it early, and I didn't understand why. And all of a sudden, mine just popped up saying, hey, game downloaded, you can play it. And I was like, sweet, right on. I didn't know they released it early. Then I didn't play it because I was on the second to the last episode. I got to that point and I had to stop. So there's one more episode I need to watch. Oh, it's so awesome! I really like it. And then another accomplishment that I did, I read, I don't even know, over 200 issues, which span the whole universe, from the 80s all the way up to now. The old school Secret Wars and all that with the Beyonder and all the current Secret Wars happening right now, or all the things up to it, like the rebuilding of the Illuminati to try to figure out what's going on, and oh my gosh, it's so exciting with both sides. I'm actually, it's neat that I'm actually up to date on a comic book series that is still coming out. I can't wait for Battle World and to see how it gets all wrapped.
It's a simple life.
Hopefully that was less dense than actually going through it month to month, because let me tell you, just going month to month, the 5 different books you had to read to be all put together, and
all
the
of it.
differences and different ones taking place at different times and different characters. Blah, blah, blah. I'm still not sure I know what the heck happened, but now we're at issue 2, and
there were just 8 issues, and then we're going straight to Battle World. And apparently, Dr. Doom was a dum-dum about it in the first one, and now he's going to be a dum-dum about it in this one. So, and that I caught up on everything. I haven't seen Mad Max yet because, you know, teeth hurt. And I'm going to watch Poltergeist tomorrow, so that's going to be I think I'm going to watch Mad Max on Saturday. I love it.
You did leave out one thing you did this week.
What did I do?
What?
Not you. Is your name Dave?
Yeah.
You proved who was asked.
Yes. Yeah, we were for business, so we went and hung out.
Yeah, you posted a photo. You guys ate.
I had a much simpler meal. Crusted halibut, whatever, some kind of fish. That was awesome, and shrimp dumplings. Before that, went all out with the oysters and lobsters and stuff. Because I didn't think of this, and I feel really bad about it because he was just he was adamant on the seafood, yeah, and he was all gung ho getting all the top of the line stuff he can get seafood wise. He lives in the Midwest. You guys have a hard time with seafood.
Yeah, I don't like seafood because it's gross over here. We have a Joe seafood we have.
Somehow or requires an external device such as the Oculus and the more. Really, I can't talk. I promise.
In Cancun, Mexico, when the guy's like, "Yeah, this was caught this morning," I was inhaling these fish tacos.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
If you're not into doing the early bird, will be $3.99. The planned that will be sold are expected to go to enthusiasts and tinkerers who will play around with the SDK and start making stuff for the headset. So there you go. If you are interested in that, want to know more, you Kickstarter at $25, you get a T-shirt. Put down 500 bones and get a guaranteed first edition rollout. So, is this the VR plethora of contestants that are entering the fray? Well, there's definitely the Steam one. There's definitely the AR one from Microsoft.
Category. Okay.
It's experience. There's the Morpheus for PlayStation. Thank you. Low budget ones where you plug your phone into the headset and it's having a VR experience. Or I've seen a bunch of other smaller ones out there as well. If any of those will ever see the light of day.
Matter of fact, it's so good. I'm taking my mom there to lunch tomorrow.
Not gimmicky, but not working.
You blink with both eyes and it closes.
Yeah, I was like, no, Xbox with the Kinect, and I'm in the other room, so.
Let's go out to a nice lunch and everything. I was like, I'll zip you up the legal seafood, tomorrow. So.
Started, not including it, but they're still trying to push stuff on it. I feel like that's going to be a thing which is going to push them back. If it does come, and then their first thing is, wow, the eye control was, okay.
I'm not gonna pull that.
All right.
Do we have a Matt, or did he?
People start tinkering with it and say this sucks.
As soon as Oculus did something, a bunch of other people are like, "Oh man, that was our idea," or "Oh, we had it." We were. Dude.
Have you heard? You being an indie fan? Big indie Kickstarters are actually killing actual indies.
Dude, no. We're saving that one. That's a discussion topic.
Oh.
Okay. Speaking of discussion topics, then.
The big players like Oculus, they're clearly getting the support from all the major companies. Smaller players jumping in, that's just, I don't know. It seems like the best they can hope for is developing some kind of cool tech that gets picked up and incorporated by one of the bigger. The guy's name was Bowser.
Yeah, that's basically the whole story.
And I'm pretty sure they got the job. They weren't. I mean, they were just throwing money away, for a long time, just working on, a concept, an idea, just trying to prove what they can do, until somebody with deep pockets, said okay, we're gonna now pick this up and run with it, and then that's exactly what happened. So yay, it worked for them, as far as how they were gonna make money, but as far as the practical applications of it, they're the ones with the deep to beat. Microsoft is working on their thing. Sony's working on their thing. Steam's working on their. It's like 4 players right there on stuff. A little person coming into, a little company. I think they're just looking to try and develop something that somebody else is going to pick up.
All steamed up about another article that you saw here.
Part of Val, or the Steam effort, coming out, they have a product called Light, which is a piece of their virtual tracking environmental, kind of solution, which was actually kind of cool. It literally works like a little lighthouse. So you have one of these little devices, and it has a bunch of LEDs.
Talk about it anymore, or are you just?
No. I wanted you back so you could be a part of that. Our position is in this environment, in like a virtual when you actually read about it, how whether or not it's going to work in the home, and whether or not people are really going to get the most use out of it, who knows. But they did put on the kit for that. So it's kind of interesting to see that, and how it works, and the all the ideas behind it, and what it's going to be.
Point.
Yeah.
However, Miss says it much more eloquently and with much more knowledge than I could. So
yeah.
Any of the other entertainment opportunities besides playing video games on your Xbox?
Kickstarter that
links in my Hulu. But
it's Bloodstained from the IGA team. So basically, near the money actually needed to pull off a game like this in the real world. So it basically brings into a lot of issues, like it takes away from the real indie developers that are actually trying to get all the money, for a game they need with a lot less resources than these people have access to. Over the course of time, if the game takes a year to develop and to get this game produced. So it's basically, they're saying that these things do a disservice by being like a big show pony that's taking away from
their TV. But much akin to that, you now are able to, starting today, in U.S. and Canada only right now, so North America essentially, can buy I cannot pronounce this word, Hapage, Humpa Lumpa Doodle, I don't know, H-A-U, I'm going to go with Hapage.
Yeah, it's Hapage.
And I mean, just there's
business
guy's house. It's a digital TV over-the-air antenna. And right now, so the antenna, not just the designers, the coders, and the testers. It's not just the artists and the designers and the coders and testers. It's not just the musicians and designers and artists. I mean, it just keeps growing. I mean, we haven't even gotten into the people who do payroll and the people who answer the phone, checkbooks, and
it costs to keep people at their
home, and enabling cord cutters to be able to get all of the channels that they want, because most of the other online services don't have standard channel stuff, or even if they do for like Hulu, you're still limited to whatever Hulu puts on. So there's stuff. That's why if you live in a professional world such as Dave and I do, when you hire a contractor, and you have to pay for $200,000 for this contractor, and they only make $50. I don't know that this is a major market. We have the category.
The digital antenna for cheaper just so I can pay the $60, but that's pretty cool. It is boring whenever I actually go to someone's house, a friend's house, and I'm actually enjoying the commercials.
These are the that really don't have money. They don't have venture capitalists. They don't have a source
of the same thing, and you say it with them.
About commercials is, I've missed the fact that recent big ones that have been kind of heralded out in this article. Before Bloodstained even hit Kickstarter, they already had almost $3 million in backing from corporate sources. $500,000 they put out on Kickstarter is, at best, 10% of their needed budget. At 10%.
What in the world?
That's actually already like in its 6th or 7th week that I had no idea started airing anymore. So that was just an interesting aside about commercials. Dave, is this you recently went from being cutted to reattached?
Yeah.
Concept art. These are professional people that.
After, I guess one of my favorite things in a divorce was that I, completely had a chance to get rid of cable, got rid of everything, just had internet, and just did streaming for everything. So I was just like, I would catch up on old shows, I would, stream movies, and I was extremely happy, and I was perfectly happy with that, and I had more time to play video games and stuff. Moving back to attached with having DVR, because, the girlfriend, has that and, likes it. I use it because
just punching people in the face because
you know what this is. I mean, the article doesn't come out and these investors behind them that are saying, okay, we'll back oddly enough, if I had over the air, I could do in HD, but through the satellite, getting the local affiliates, you can't get CW in HD. And even fathom what $100,000 is like. Brightness is off and everything's dark.
And the sole person.
That is ridiculous. I mean, I'm sitting there like we sit there every once in a while, like we miss a show and we don't DVR it. And whoever designs the interface for these things sucks.
Yeah.
And one of the
right, $1 now is worth $2 later. I mean, is the basic concept, right? If you can get money out of people, the earlier you can get the money out of people. So, I don't know. It's for the people and they don't even know it. And the better.
I don't. Well, now it's another page. It's on another. What? That's whenever I'm going to click on the new Netflix.
It's an interesting, and hopefully it'll be useful for some folks. I might be up for an internet death here because my picture just got all weird. All right, I think we have one more that we have queued up, and then rough numbers. When you're hiring contractors and stuff or resources, you have a budget ahead of time, so rough amount of how much a person is going to cost you. So she throws out a rough. She lowballs a lot of them too, so that's a lot of these people are going to basically work for the amount that they're hired guns for.
That's ridiculous.
We're looking at a minimum to make this game probably of about $7 million. They originally developed this for their in-house development when they would have a bunch of people in a room of getting onto a Hangout or a link or whatever type of chat they use. It would be really estimate you would do if you were taking an estimate of the project cost to your boss and say, I need $7.2 million to run this project. They came up with this app or this extension for Chrome, broadcast a URL via sound. And anyone who's got this plugin in their Chrome, it'll pick up that sound.
Nintendo DS game? What was it? It was a treasure game.
Projected budget. So that's $5 million they had on the table before they even started the Kickstarter. So now,
DS version of the game. What was the game called? It was really cool. It was really crazy.
Was total cost for the game they were developing. They put that out on Kickstarter, and the Kickstarter has got to be a bit reminiscent. Because I never had one of the old school ones where you actually picked up a handset and slammed it down into it. But how did most of us connect to the internet originally? Quadruple funded at this point.
I had a data set on my Commodore 64.
Is it Bang.io?
Butter and food for the developers.
Occasionally. Started down to 12,000. Everything old is new again. But actually, I guess, I was going to ask, what do you thought the implications this could have been one?
Yeah.
Everyone's got a headset, and you've got this controller that yells at you, and you've got the
I don't know what that is.
My brain is stupid today. The Xbox One Kinect, and you got the Kinect that's always listening to you and staring at you and wanting to know what you're doing. We've got voice.
Basically, there's a devaluation of the arts right now, and it's huge. And I actually
that card was worth.
I don't, because you know what I'm thinking now. I'm thinking of the old phone.
Thank you for making me feel instantly old.
You have to pay.
They had
my mom bought my iPhone.
Or they don't want to pay them because somebody just got a a DSLR camera and they'll just use and instead. Who know what they're doing, but just like used one, and you would like put it up to your ear, and you would put a quarter in, you'd hear this little tone every time you put the quarter in. Figured out that that tone is actually what the phone was waiting for to make it work. So they developed a little box that they would put up to the receiver for like, $750. And, but that's nowhere near a professional level camera, which is, upward, trick the phone into thinking it received money. So people would really abuse this and have like, free long distance, which at the distance, long distance was the scam before texting. To make your ugly face.
It's like this has interesting applications as far as in the gaming realm where, DLC that's on the disc and all you need is an unlock code. There it goes. It's unlocked. Again, securing it would be the tough part, right? I mean, that would be the part that would have to, it couldn't be the same.
They really have to kill themselves to find, like, the additional revenue. Like, people aren't buying music as much as they used to. They're definitely CDs. I'm the only idiot.
Oh, that make me sad.
Wouldn't kill them, but it might drive them a little bit nuts. So anyway, I just thought that was interesting. I knew my son played the Invisimals series, and to capture the Invisibles, you had to do different tasks. And one of the tasks for a certain class of Invisible was whistle. So you know how the PSP camera had a microphone in it, right? So you had to have the camera to be on there, so you actually have to whistle. It did a little rock band, sing-star type thing, if you were whistling the right tone or not.
That's skill that not a lot of people have. I've seen people do stuff that don't have that skill. It's a nightmare.
It wouldn't register like a hum, which I have no idea how they made
for that. And it's upsetting to see that because it's like...
Anyway. Both got really still. I thought I dropped off the internet again.
Nah.
I'm still...
Yeah, and even what's that? Phoenix Ace Attorney, right? I mean, I've never played one of those, but I believe there's a voice aspect to those too, right? Where
it's disheartening and it's deflating for the people that want to, make these. And these indie games are where all the creativity is going to come from. All the new
article. I installed the thing and haven't had anybody else install it yet to see how it works. So, just a interesting thing, a piece to be taken from somewhere else and possibly be used in gaming. So with that, I'm out of ideas. Did anybody else have any they saw come up this week or today or tomorrow? If you have access to tomorrow's news.
Pretty good, actually.
Games. Nobody's even sent me anything except for Blizzard sent me a.
Nick's closing thought is he's
Stop sending applications. No,
Stop.
Blizzard sent one. Hey, we're not going to take. But that doesn't mean we're not taking you for other months since I've sent in an application, and I've only gotten one denial. But they send out a denial per. It's the whole concept that if indie can't grow, there's no place for people to start, because I can't get into the without having professional experience. I can't get professional experience without getting the professional environment. Indie is a stepstone there, and nobody knows how hard it is to really make it. Like music, character design, level design, item concepts, item theories, item layouts, level designs. I think I already said that. To do character profiles. That's not even getting to what system are you going to run it on, what language are you going to run it on, what do you have computers to run it, do you have servers to maintain it, do you have and to hold it, and do you have it's just
on the App Store.
Serious.
No. I looked it up. Yeah, whenever you told me to look it up. And there's two versions. There's and there's so many imitations of it, but not a butt scratching one, which is gonna win everything.
There are some of the cool card games on there, and I'm a card fanatic, and I like some of the theories, but people weren't giving them money because they're like, oh, it's too easy to recreate. Like, no, you do it. This is not easy, because that involves card design, gameplay design, like even more aspects. No.
I clicked so things, and so he was just doing it. I was like, yeah, drum your fingers like that, it'll go way faster. And I'm like, well, why are we doing this? He goes, he couldn't answer.
Yet there are still success stories out there. So,
the more I look into it, the more it's like
35 there, I suppose.
Well, I'm pretty sure the phone freaking
Blizzard there.
Thank you.
I have
these.
I've applied to 4 positions. I've only gotten 1 denial.
Mark tries.
Dozens of applicants that they're just trying to filter through positions. They've gotten to 1 of mine, and that was like a temp position 4 months ago. So
now,
I actually.
Yeah, it's coming up on summer, but guess what? There is no relief in sight. If you're not a full-time game player, you've just got The Witcher, which just dropped. Arkham Knight next week. We've got all of next week, because next week and next month there ain't a heck of a lot of difference between the two. Plus all of the amazing free on either Microsoft or PlayStation platforms for free as a part of your paid membership for their club, their groups. Educated consumers sales that keep on going on, and whatever Microsoft calls theirs. It's Kickstarter and other crowdfunding venues to require, which apparently half the people that comment on the PlayStation forums are. Anyway, would be, what is that money going to be used for? What are your other funding sources? What are your possible future funding sources? I honestly believe, I don't disagree with Dave's point. I think that's another point. Hey, we'll take $500,000 and we quadruple that in less than a week. That's in those people who are actually putting the money into the development of the game.